1 in 5 women will be sexually assaulted during college. That number should stop us in our tracks. Not because it's shocking, but because it's personal. Because that's not just a statistic, that's somebody's daughter. And now mine is one of them. Not a victim, but a young woman stepping into that same world. The same campuses, the same parties, the same risks. I've been a self-defense instructor for over 2 decades. I've trained hundreds of girls and women how to move, react, fight, defend. But sending my daughter to college this fall, it shifted something in me. Because suddenly, this isn't theoretical anymore. It's not what if or just in case. It's real. She's about to walk into a world I can't protect her from. And I've never felt more determined to make sure she's prepared. Because the most dangerous threats, they're not lurking in the bushes. They're the ones you trust, the classmate, the teammate, the nice guy at a party. 80% of college assault victims knew their attacker. And over half of those assaults happen in the first few months of school between move-in day and Thanksgiving break. There's even a name for it, the red zone. So if you're a young woman watching this or a parent like me, this isn't about fear, it's about power. Because real self-defense doesn't start with a punch. It starts with what you notice, what you say, what you believe you're allowed to do to protect your own body. That's what I'm here to teach. Not because I think my daughter is weak, but because I want her to feel strong. So here's what I'm teaching my daughter before she ever even steps foot on campus. The 3 pillars of self-defense are boundaries, awareness, and physical defense. Let's talk about boundaries. This is one of the most important conversations I'll ever have with my daughter, and one of the hardest for most of us to learn. Because real safety doesn't start when danger shows up. It starts when you recognize your worth and decide what's not allowed. I told my daughter this clearly. You don't owe anyone your body, not your date, not someone you flirted with, not the person you've been seeing for a while, not even someone you love. Consent is where you draw your line in the sand. It's the boundary no one should cross. And consent isn't just about saying yes or no. It's not a checkbox. It's not a technicality. Consent is a clear, enthusiastic, ongoing agreement between 2 people who both feel safe and seen. It's freely given, never assumed, and it can be taken back at any time. That means if someone's drunk, there's no consent. If someone feels pressured or afraid to say no, there's no consent. If someone stays silent or freezes, there's no consent. I want you to memorize this. If it's not a clear yes, it's a no. If someone keeps pushing you past that no, they're not confused. They're choosing to cross a line. But let me be crystal clear. You never have to explain yourself to stay safe. You never owe someone else your comfort at the expense of your well-being. So I practice this with my daughter, and I encourage you to practice saying this too. You're not listening to me. I said stop. This ends now. Say it in the mirror. Say it with a friend. Say it until it lives in your bones. Because those phrases, they're not just words. They're your verbal armor, your shield when your gut says something's not right. Boundaries don't make you rude. They make you safe. They make you strong. And anyone who truly respects you will respect your boundaries too. Next up, awareness. Because awareness is assessing your environment. Before any words are said, before any moves are made, awareness is that quiet skill that can change everything. You don't have to predict every danger. You just have to notice what doesn't feel right. And I believe awareness is something that can be taught, just like a kick, a punch, or a form. The more you practice, the sharper it gets. That's why I created my Bullseye Awareness Method. It's a layered system I teach my students because not all danger happens suddenly. It often starts subtle. And if you know what to look for, you can act before it escalates. Picture 3 rings like a target. The outer ring is your environment. What's going on around you? Are the exits clear? Are you in a place you feel safe? Are you tuned into your surroundings, or are you glued to your phone? The middle ring is your reaction zone. Someone has begun to enter your private bubble but has not put their hands on you yet. This is your chance to use your powerful voice, to get out of there, your chance to respond before things escalate. The inner ring is your action zone. Someone is in your space. They've crossed your comfort line. They've put their hands on you. This is where you respond by using physical defense. Awareness isn't about living in fear. It's about living with attention. It's about being present, prepared, and tuned in. Not paranoid, but empowered. Because when you know how to read the room, read your own body, and read people's behavior, you can respond faster, smarter, safer. This kind of awareness is something I'm passing down to my daughter, not to make her scared of the world, but to help her move through it with strength and confidence. Let's talk about physical defense, because while awareness and boundaries can prevent most situations, sometimes someone still crosses the line. And when they do, I want my daughter to know she has options. I want her to know what to do with her body, not freeze, not panic, but respond. Because here's the truth no one tells young women clearly enough. You don't have to be the strongest in the room. You don't have to fight like a superhero. You just need to know where to strike and how to mean it. That's why I teach my F.E.N.G system. It's a simple, effective way to fight back if things ever get physical, especially when you're smaller, lighter, or you feel overwhelmed. F stands for fingers, because if someone grabs you, the weakest part of the hand is the fingers. Peel them back, twist, bend. If you can break a grip, you can break free. E is for eyes. The human eye is incredibly sensitive. A single swipe, poke, or sudden motion can give you the split-second window to run or scream. N is for nose. Use the palm of your hand and aim up. A strike to the nose can shock, water the eyes, and throw someone off balance. G is for groin, one of the most vulnerable targets on the human body. You don't have to be big to make an impact if you strike hard and fast. These are the targets you go for when talking doesn't work, when someone won't back off, and when you've said no and they keep coming closer. And here's something I wish every girl knew. You are allowed to defend yourself. You are allowed to yell, to hit, to run, to do whatever it takes to protect your body. If anyone touches my body without my permission, they deserve absolutely everything that happens to them. So many girls freeze not because they don't care, but because they've been conditioned to be nice and quiet and accommodating. But self-defense isn't about being polite. It's about staying safe. So if someone ever lays a hand on my daughter, she'll know what to do. She'll strike where it counts, and she'll get away. And if no one ever taught you how to do that, I will, because you deserve to feel strong. You deserve to move through the world with confidence and not fear. And if physical defense is the last resort, you'll know exactly what to do when the moment comes. Now, if you're a parent watching this with your daughter, I know what you're feeling because I'm feeling it too. You can't shield them from every bad decision or every bad person. We want to believe that our daughters will be safe, but belief isn't a plan. So again, this isn't about scaring her, it's about empowering her. It's about equipping her with confidence, clarity, and real-world tools that can last a lifetime. Because every daughter deserves to feel safe, to trust her gut, to speak her mind, to protect her body. That's why I created defendHER. If this video helped you even a little, please share it with someone you love. Let's start the real conversations that could literally save lives. And if you want me to walk you through my Bullseye Awareness Method or the F.E.N.G self-defense system, subscribe, because I'll be teaching all of that in future videos. Your safety is not up for negotiation. Let's make sure she knows that before she goes to college.